actually traveling about 60 miles an hour. As you can see, the speedometer reads 0. I see both the red brake and the amber ABS light has come on, and of course the warning symbol there in the center of the dash. This is an intermittent problem. It kind of comes and goes. I'm suspecting a problem with the wheel speed sensor. Not quite sure. This has a 4 wheel speed sensors and analog brake system. So we'll have to kind of see what happens. Okay. All right, here as we drive the BMW 330i 2002, we're having troubles with the intermittent ABS warning lamp, brake lamp, and the speedometer not working properly. And as we performed our scan here, what we're finding is that the wheel speed sensor, rear left, has failed. And it's an intermittent problem, so it sets the code intermittently. Also here I have a CAN data error, and this may be in relation to what the ABS module is seeing. So we'll have to investigate this. I have actually replaced the rear left wheel speed sensor in the past, so it may have failed again for some reason. So I have to check that out, and I don't believe I have another one, so I'll have to order one. All right, now this is the left rear wheel speed sensor here off the BMW 330i 2002, and this one had recently been replaced. But what happens is the actual reluctor ring had rubbed up against the new wheel speed sensor, and the reluctor ring is actually coming loose there from the hub of the CV joint there for the left rear wheel. Now it wasn't really desirable to replace that whole CV joint assembly. So what we've done is we replaced the sensor with a new sensor. As you can see, this one has been rubbing and apparently has contributed to its failure. And on the new sensor, which is exactly the same style, we actually put a washer, a spacer, right between the flange of the sensor and the actual housing there for the rear axle bearing. So this would hold it further away from the reluctor ring, so it would not make physical contact. It's kind of hard to see here, but if you can see that the reluctor ring was actually making physical contact with the new sensor and actually whirring away at the plastic housing. Seems to work just fine. This is a personal car. It's driven fairly frequently, so we've had to test it thoroughly. So we'll have to see what happens in the next few months, but I believe we're away from the reluctor ring, so it's no longer rubbing the sensor. Now, by the way, what symptom here, of course, obviously I have the ABS warning lamp, but also the speedometer wasn't working properly. So here on the 2002 BMW 330i, vehicle speed information is coming from the anti-lock brake system here via the wheel speed sensors. Alright, here was the replacement vehicle speed sensor here on the left rear, where the actual reluctor ring was physically making contact with the sensor housing. And this was actually failing intermittently until it finally failed completely, and sure enough, it's been replaced. But here's the old one, and as you can see, it's definitely very close to open circuit. That's 726,000 ohms. That's way too much. It should be probably in the neighborhood of about 30. So here we go.